Give me an extremely warm welcome to the Lord Mayor of Manchester, Councillor Abid Latif Chauhan, distinguished guests, graduates and their families, ladies and gentlemen, to the 4th graduation ceremony at UK Versity. I will begin this function by introducing the distinguished guests and the members of staff at UK Versity. I once again welcome the Lord Mayor, Councillor Abid Latif Chauhan.
Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, salam. Ladies and gentlemen, guests and learners, I would like to congratulate all the graduates, their families and friends who share their proud achievements today. It is a privilege to attend and recognize the achievement of the graduates of the UK Versity who have challenged themselves to achieve the qualifications which will take them a step closer to meeting their dreams and starting a new career. Technology has stepped up the uptake of online education, and our lives are now intertwined with the use of technology and its benefit that sometimes it is difficult to imagine life without a mobile phone, tablets or internet. We see an internet with technology almost everywhere, from a grocery shop to driving to where speaking to friends and family. As the world of technology, the internet and social media advance globally. The growth of online learning is becoming important, and it helps you acquire skills, knowledge and abilities in your natural environment. I say natural environment because to the most of us realize the importance of internet and being online, interacting with families, friends for our businesses. UK Versity is an award-winning online provider of higher education courses and has taken the lead in northwest of England to deliver British education online.
Good morning to all of you who are present here. I'd like to welcome you all, especially the families who've been very supportive of the students in helping them achieve the qualification that they enrolled with us last academic year. Now, I know it's been a journey, and what we do see is that families are an integral part, and that's why we have this occasion here. So we are having some of our graduates who have completed their qualification, and we are looking at celebrating, their achievements by participating in the graduation ceremony. Now, I've got two particular roles that I'm going to play today in the whole event. First of the role is going to be to give you a bit of a background and also like a report card, present some of the accomplishments and achievements that UK Versity has done in the last year. And the second part of my role would be to primarily give you or share with you some words of wisdom, which I've acquired over the years in my experience of 22 years, having worked through a number of organizations in a number of countries, and I've traveled extensively. So bear with me on that, if that's okay. Now, I'd like to start by welcoming our distinguished guest, Lord Mayor, Councillor Abid Chauhan, and he's kindly accepted to grace us at the occasion, and I'm really grateful, and we're very fortunate that at this 4th graduation ceremony, we've always had the privilege of having the Lord Mayor of the City of Manchester present as the chief guest at the ceremony. So I'd like to give him a round lot of applause. This event would not have been possible without the staff and the cooperation with the staff and the teachers that I have at the Institute. So I would also like to ask you to give a round of applause to the staff again who made this achievement possible. Now you're going to be thinking that I'm going to go on my spiral and start off with a boring speech. No. So that is something that you can actually look through in the brochure or some of the leaflets that you've got. But I will recollect some of the important events that have shaped the last academic year for UK Versity. Firstly, it was a dream to start something which would be, cheaper to study. Education is global. It's a language which most of us understand that music is a global language, but education is a leveler, and it's also a global language. It is becoming a global language today. So if you have education, you have knowledge. If you have knowledge, you have skills. And with skills, you are able to step into a corporate career or a career when you look at finding a job. So when I look at starting UK Versity about 5 years back, this is the 4th graduation ceremony. And English is a bit of a funny language because we call it graduation here, but in the US they call it the commencement ceremony. So bear with me on that. So what we do see is that in the 5 years that we've traveled so far, we have had the highest number of graduates which are graduating today, 221. So it's a milestone that we've achieved. And one of you today from the graduates will be the 1,000th graduating with a qualification or a diploma at UK Versity. So it's a significant milestone for us today for those who have made it this far to the ceremony. The first achievement that we've had last year is that most of us know BAC, or British Accreditation of Colleges. Now that's a body which basically accredits private providers, and if you achieve that accreditation, it is the highest seal of quality that an independent training provider can get. And we've managed to get that within the 5 years of our establishment. So we've become a BAC recognized college. And just to put that in perspective, there are only 220 institutions globally which have that accreditation. And in the UK, there are 78, and we are a college which has accreditation in full. So we are not a short courses provider, a distance learning provider, but we're a full college accreditation. And there are only 78 of those colleges in the UK. So that gives you some idea and perspective in terms of what we've achieved with the cooperation of the students who are studying with us and achieving their qualification in high numbers, the staff, and all the awarding bodies which have supported us in these 5 years of our establishment. So having this quality of seal in terms of achievement, in terms of the accreditation, is a big milestone for us that we've achieved last year. So that's the first thing that I wanted to share. The second thing that I want to share is that we've increased the number of courses that we offer at the college. So we started off with about 4 courses in 2014. Today, we've expanded that portfolio to 150 courses. And most of these courses are not, sometimes you find these courses only on the brochures or prospectuses of universities, but we are actively running about 37 of these courses which lead to a university qualification at university. So sometimes we draw a parallel with the University of Manchester, the Metropolitan, the big BHOPs that we call them, which have a lot of public funding, but here we are as a small private provider running 37 of these courses, and we have students enrolled in these courses when I say that we are running these courses. So that's the second achievement. Most of the courses that we've expanded this year have come into NCFE, OTHM and Pearson qualifications.